this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Greetings. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, pleased to connect with all of you. Yes, yes, yes. We are in the process of releasing that which is of a lower frequency. We must do this to ascend, even though we are non-physical beings in the ninth dimension. There is still a lower frequency for us. Just as there is a lower frequency for all of you. And just as you need to release that which is heavy in order to float up, so do we. Now everything is relative, and what is lower vibrational for us would be higher vibrational for you. You are releasing hate, fear, judgment, prejudice, rage, despair. You are releasing the lowest of the low. You are not only releasing the emotions, but you are also releasing the thoughts and the beliefs. when you release something, you have to be aware of its existence. You cannot release anything that you are not looking squarely at as you let it go. That means in order to release hate, you must feel hate. Therefore, feeling hate doesn't make you less spiritual. Becoming aware of the judgments you hold doesn't make you less awake. Having your fits of rage doesn't mean that you will not be invited to the ascension party. This is the time where you get to experience all of these things for one last hurrah. And as you release them, you will feel less heavy, less dense. You will be in a light body. You will ascend and become your higher self. You cannot do these things by ignoring those feelings, those thoughts, those beliefs, and those judgments. You cannot get there by pretending they don't exist within you, because you are such a shining beacon of white light that you could never let those dirty, nasty aspects of humanity and source into your beingness. It's time to let go of the shame that you all feel about your feelings and everything else, including your actions. The shame is not serving you, and your judgment of someone else is always a judgment of that aspect of you. So you can let go of your judgments while you are having them, not feel any shame over those judgments, and still be in a state of evolution. You are evolving your consciousness. You are ascending. You are lightening your load and the load of all of humanity as you admit that these aspects of you exist. They are there. You don't have to pull them out and partake in them on purpose. But you do have to admit that they exist within you as they exist within everyone else. That's the way to evolve and to ascend. It is the only way that we know of. We are certain that there are others telling a story about ETs landing their ships and taking you all off into a fifth dimensional paradise. But that is not the story we are telling. Ours is not as attractive a story as that. But we know that you can feel the truth of what we are saying. We know that the bridge to the fifth dimensional experience is all about compassion. You can start building that bridge by having compassion for yourselves, for having to experience all of that negativity, all of that heaviness, and all that shame that you've endured in your lifetimes there as a human being. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Hi everyone. Thank you for watching my video as always. We had a pretty windy, kind of crazy day. You can still see things blowing out there a little bit. It was super duper windy and also hot, which was a weird combination of things. So we went on our Thompson Road walk, and luckily it wasn't super windy there. So we had a nice long walk, our little family walk. Oh, the story that you're all gonna love. Here it comes. So last night, now you got to really pay attention to the story or it's not going to make any sense. Pay close attention to what I'm saying, because if the facts are not received correctly, then it's going to seem like not that big a deal. Okay, so I'm asleep in bed. Sleeping, dreaming, having a good old time. What wakes me up from sleep is that I hear inside my head, I didn't hear this come into my ear, and that woke me up, because that happens, obviously. Sounds wake us up. People wake us up. This was an internal thing that I heard inside my head, coming not from out here, but in here. I heard, "Daddy?" And I woke up, and of course Talea is not even 6 months old and not talking. So I knew that she had communicated that to me telepathically. Then, as I'm awake, now my wife is awake next to me with Talea, who's awake. And my wife obviously has no idea why I woke up, what woke me up. And she sees me there, and she sees me awake now, and she says to me, "Honey, Talea's trying to get your attention. She's looking at you." And I swear to God, I looked over at her, and she was not falling back to sleep as my wife would have preferred, because it was 6:15 a.m. So that was it. She was up for the day, and apparently she really did want to get my attention. So I looked over at her, and yeah, she was looking at me. She doesn't usually do this while we're all in bed sleeping, but she was looking at me and kind of squirming around and kind of like reaching for me. So she definitely communicated that daddy to me telepathically, and we know that it wasn't just a crazy thing that I inserted into my dream because of that moment of her really trying to get my attention and looking at me in real life too. So that happened last night, and so she is really responding to me in a positive way. She gets to spend 90-something% of her time with her mom, my wife, and very little time comparatively with me. So I think it's like a novelty when I'm around, like, oh, that guy's here. So she kind of perks right up. So, and besides that, now I'm going to try to transition into this next thing. The show Messiah, 2 episodes left. I'm still loving it. I don't know why the critics don't like it. Rotten Tomatoes score when I checked was 36 out of 100. But the people love it. IMDb score very high, 7.9 last time I saw it. That's the one people vote on. 2 more episodes. I'll probably finish it tonight. Hopefully, I will love the ending. My fear is that that's what the critics didn't like, was the ending. So, we'll see. So now my expectations are low for the ending. And it's Monday the 6th, so Monday the 13th is the first week of Accessing and Developing Your Spiritual Gifts course, which will be a 3-week course you take online with me. You can call in or come to the event on your computer and participate that way. You can still ask questions on your computer, even though you didn't use your phone to call in. You can type them in. You can actually call in with your computer. Anyway, if you can't make it to the 3 classes live, then you get recordings of each one, and you can participate that way by listening to the recordings. And you can even ask questions in between, so very cool that that's happening. And I definitely I'm going to be on the Beyond the Ordinary show in just 3 weeks, the 28th. So please look for the link to Accessing and Developing Your Spiritual Gifts in the description for this video, and to sign up under my unique URL for the Beyond the Ordinary Telesummit. So you'll get me. I don't know who else is going to be on this season, but John Burgos always pulls some pretty amazing people for this telesummit. So I'm super psyched to be a part of it. And yeah, that's what's happening. That's all I got to say. Free audiobook, also linked to that, of the bedtime stories. If you don't know about the bedtime stories, there's a playlist on my channel. So you go to my channel, which you click me, my head, down there, and I think I'm pointing the right way. Could be that way. It's hard. I'm not good at that. One of these directions there's me. And you click on me, and it takes you to my channel, and then you see the playlist, and the bedtime stories is one of them. So I have a new one too, from Mother Mary, which I loved channeling. So thank you, for commissioning all of those bedtime stories, and there's more to come. Okay, off to Messiah land. Thank you all for watching. Blessings to you, and I will see you back here tomorrow evening.
Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video.